Are you paralyzed by all of those old boxes and bins and albums of photos, memorabilia, negatives, slides, film, whatnot? It's okay. In fact, it's perfectly normal. Who can manage decades and decades of accumulated and inherited memories? Don't worry, I'm here with a 10-point easy list of how you can figure out where to get started and how to get this done. Join me now. Hi, I'm Mollie Bartelt. I own Pixologie, where we help people feel confident and motivated to save their family memories. We call our work a photo estate, and the definition of this is a printed or digital collection of photos, film, documents, and memorabilia, organized in a way that allows other people to enjoy and share the memories, learn about lives documented, and be impacted by the legacy of those people. So that's a mouthful, but really what we want to do is celebrate the lives that have been a part of our family over the years. And we have a system here that we love sharing with people. It involves 10 steps, and it's really not steps because you don't have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's points in the photo saving process. I'm going to list the 10 steps really briefly. Like, there's so many more moving parts than I could cover, and give you a simple idea of how to tackle all of this. If you want more details, there is a roadmap link down below that you can click and download. The first thing that we have on our list is to inventory what you have. You could gather it all to one room, or you could just tick off what you have on the list that's provided in our roadmap and see what you're dealing with, because you kind of have to know what has to be done to figure out how to divide it up. The second point on our list is to create a timeline and start thinking about who's going to do what. You don't have to do all of this work yourself. In fact, Pixologie does all of it here for many of our clients. And there are some areas you will need to hire someone to do for you, especially if you have film or video. So use this chart to kind of keep track of where you're at, okay? The third point on our list is to get prepared. You have no idea how many things you're going to need to organize print and digital pictures. It's crazy. But if you want a full list, check out our buying guide. I have a link for that as well. And that will help you start thinking about what you will need for some of these parts of the project. The fourth point on our list is to organize your print photos. All right. And our system for organizing print photos is pretty simple at a high level. We go through everything and sort by decade or major category. And then we take each decade or major category and divide it up further. So decades we would organize by year. Then we do a third sort and we organize the years by month or event so that your pictures are organized in a logical manner. That is highly simplified, but it gives you an idea on how you could tackle those print pictures. I hope you see that each of these points, they don't have to be done in order. You could pick and choose what you're working on, and it's going to be especially important as we move on. And that brings us to point 5, scanning photos. A high-speed scanner is really important if you want to do this yourself, okay? And we recommend the Epson Fast Photo 680W. It'll get your picture scanned fast. You could also hire someone to do the scanning for you. This brings us to point 6, digitizing other media. So we're talking about film, video, slides, negatives, memorabilia. You have audio tapes. We treat each media type usually as its own little project, and sometimes you can do some organization and labeling even with those types of media as well. And a lot of this you can hire someone else out to do, and that might save you some time, or there are some do-it-yourself options as well out there. Next up is point 7, organizing old digital media. I'm talking about CDs and camera cards, maybe batches of photos saved on external hard drives or old computers. You have to get all of the old digital files organized as well, and usually that means getting them onto your computer. We talk about using a photos to organize folder, getting things cleaned up and moving them over to a master family photos folder. And then we also use a deduplicate program as well to get rid of those pesky repetitive duplicate photos. I hope you noticed I didn't mention anything about our current photos on our phone. That's reserved for point 8. If there is one thing you can start doing today, point 8 is it, and that's saving your photos on a monthly basis. So I usually tell people save last month's photos. The first thing you're going to do is take fewer pictures, okay? That will really help you. But then on your phone, you're going to look at last month's photos and delete anything you know you'll never need again, all right? Then you take those pictures that are left from last month and you copy them over to your computer in a folder. You know, last month for us would be 2024-03 March photos. Then you can go to that folder and delete anything else out you don't need in your family collection. And now you have a clean monthly folder for March in your master family photos folder. And then I like to upload them to Forever where I can easily share them, enjoy them, and maybe at the end of the year make a family yearbook or a calendar. Can you believe we still have 2 points to go? There's so many moving parts, and I hope this information so far is helpful. If it is, give it a thumbs up because my gosh, there's so much to know out there, and your thumbs up might help other people find this information as well. That brings us to point 9, adding information to photos. I'm talking about tags or keywords or descriptions or comments, the things that will tell the story of the photo to people who view it in the future. We recommend using Forever for the easiest way to add this information. And that brings us to point 10, enjoying and using the memories in your photo estate. This is creating photo books, slideshows. Maybe you're ordering prints to share with people. It could be any number of projects that you do with your pictures. Too often I find people are spending their time working on projects, but they don't have the organization done, and it makes the process a little frustrating. Occasionally, you could just work on a project and get something done, and that's okay too. This is also the area where you are preserving your pictures in a way that can be passed on to future generations. And we just feel really strongly that Forever Permanent Photo Storage is one of the easiest ways to accomplish that. So if you want to know more about Forever, you can see the links below as well. I hope this was helpful. My goal wasn't to overwhelm you with everything that needs to be done, but more to segment what has to be done into logical areas that you could focus on one at a time. What questions do you have? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear it. And if you want to know more about our full system of organizing print and digital pictures, you're going to want to watch that video next. Take care. We'll see you the next time.